Hello and welcome to Netpedia by Abid Nazir. Here we will discuss the important topic related to NTA education study. So today we are going to cover the Vedanta, Samkhya and Yoga philosophy, which is an important part of NTA education subject. So guys, let we start our discussion. I want to tell you that Indian philosophical system is divided into two categories. One is orthodox and the second one that is heterodox. ऑर्थोडॉक्स जिसे हम आस्तिक कहते हैं और हेटेरोडॉक्स नास्तिक। आस्तिक और नास्तिक का कंसेप्ट ऑर्थोडॉक्स और हेटेरोडॉक्स का ये है कि वन, आस्तिक का दोज हु बिलीव इन गॉड और who accept the authority of Vedas. These are called Astik. And Nastik are those who does not believe in God. Those one not believe in God or Vedas. Those one will be Nastik, heterodox. So today we will discuss about the Astik, those who believe in God, who accept the authority of Vedas. Those who accept the authority of Vedas, the Astik school of education. We will discuss about these philosophies. तो ये जो philosophies हैं, आस्तिक philosophy हैं, 6 systems आस्तिक philosophy के अंदर या आस्तिक के अंदर जो वेदास को accept करते हैं, there are 6 systems under it. First, there is Nyaya. Second one, Veshika. Third one, Samkhya. Fourth, Yoga. Fifth one, Mimamsa, and sixth one, Vedanta. These are the 6 schools or 6 system which comes under the Astic philosophy. So in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about these 3 systems from Astic school of thought. First one is Vedanta, second Samkhya, and third one Yoga. Today we will discuss about these 3 school of thoughts. So let me start about it. First of all, we will discuss about Vedanta philosophy. So we will start about Vedanta philosophy. In Vedanta philosophy, if we talk about the founder of Vedanta philosophy, so Badarayana is called the founder of Vedanta philosophy, whom we also called Brahma Sutra. You have to note this. Badarayana is the founder of Vedanta philosophy, जिसे हम क्या कहते हैं, ब्रह्मा सूत्र भी कहते हैं. ठीक है. So this philosophy is based upon the Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sutra, whom we called Prasthanatraya. That's the Brahma Sutra. So if we talk about the Vedanta philosophy, Vedanta or Upanishad defines two main realities. One that is Brahma. Brahma is the absolute reality. Brahma is the absolute reality. And the second thing, the world. Second thing, the world. First, that is Brahma, the absolute reality. And second one, that is the world, which is the relative reality. World is the relative reality. So, in this, if we talk about the famous Mahavakya, it is Tat Tvam and Asi. So, here in this, the core concept of Vedanta is, as we already discussed, the core concept that is Brahma, it is the absolute reality, and there is Atma. Atma, that means individual self, the individual himself. It is the Atma. And here, in the core concept of Vedanta, we talk about the Maya. Maya means illusion, that means wealth. So, these are the core concept of Vedanta philosophy. The Vedanta philosophy believes that the world is encompasses both the matter, one that is matter, and matter, that means matter of the world. You have to note these things. Matter of the world, that means the non-living object. Okay, now matter of the world, that means the non-living objects. And the second one, that is the soul, whom we call consciousness also. So, they believe that the world encompasses both the matter of the world, that is the non-living thing, non-living things objects, and the second one, the souls or consciousness. So, we have to move forward. I think you got this concept. Then they talk about the Advaita. Advidya, that means Vidya and Advidya. If we talk about Vidya means knowledge, and Avidya means ignorance. Avidya means ignorance. Then there is a major concept about the moksha, that someone who work as per the concept of Vedanta philosophy, he will get the liberation. That's the core concept of this philosophy. Now we have to move towards the school of Vedanta. If we talk about the school of Vedanta, here the first school of Vedanta is Advaita. Advaita is the first school of Vedanta. Advaita, if you look at the term Advaita, you will get that it has two terms. One A and Dvitya. A plus A and Dvitya, that means Dvitya means duality. Dvitya means Dvitya means duality. Two. But Advitya means absence of duality. Absence of duality. This is the literally meaning of Advaita. That means absence of duality. When we translate this one in English, we will get the meaning of Advaita equal to non-dualism. Non-dualism, which is already written here. That Advaita means non-dualism. This term is defined by Shankaracharya. This concept is given by Shankaracharya, who said that Advaita means non-dualism. Advaita believes in the unity of oneness of existence. What it believes? It believes in the unity or oneness of existence. Non-dualism. Non-dualism means oneness of existence. You have to note this one. The concept Advaita describe that there is, it believes in unity or oneness of existence. If we talk about Advaita, it is the oldest school. Advaita is the Advaita or the non-dualism. It is the oldest school of Vedanta. It states that Brahma is the only reality, that Brahma is the only reality. And the world is illusion. Illusion means Maya, as we already discussed this, that the world is illusion. It believes that or it states that both the individual self, whom we call Atma, and Brahma are the same. Brahma are the same. And when someone want to know this difference, or we call that, and knowing knowing this difference causes liberation. So liberation, that means moksha. That's the ultimate achievement. So here they believe that Atma and Brahma are the same. Atma and Brahma are the same. And knowing this difference causes the liberation. That's the belief of Advaita, because they believe in non-dualism. You have to note this, they believe in non-dualism. Or we will use another term for this non-dualism, or monism. Monism means non-dualism, single. Okay, I think you got this concept. So another important thing which we need to discuss, that is the first systematic exponent of Advaita is, we will write the first systematic exponent. We are talking about Advaita. So the first systematic exponent is Gaudapada. Gaudapada is the first systematic exponent, who was the Brahma Guru. And Gaudapada was the Brahma Guru of Sri Sankara. You have to note this. Brahma Guru of Sri Sankara. Brahma Guru of Sri Sankara. So this is about the Advaita, or non. If someone want to know about the ether of philosophy, it can be understood. Ether can be understood by teachings of Sankara. Sorry, we use the capital word for this, capital letter. It can be understood by the teaching of Sankara. So next there is a concept of Visheta Devitya. Visheshta Devitya, in Visheshta Devitya, if we understand this concept, it believes the qualified non-dualism. So, Ramanuja is the famous exponent of Visheta Advaita. Visheta, you have to note this. Ramanuja is the famous exponent of Vishista Advaita. So, as in dualism, Vishista Advaita also the world and Brahma are considered as two equally real entities. One that is Brahma and the second one, the world. They believe that they are two equally real entities. Brahma and the world are two equally real entities. But there is only a difference that here the world is not separate from Brahma, but is formed out of Brahma. Ramanujacharya, whom we already discussed that Ramanujacharya believes that the Brahma was not only Nirguna but also Saguna. They use the term that it's Brahma is not Nirguna, they are, but also Saguna. You have to note this. Brahma is not Nirguna here. Here, if we talk about this, the school identifies three ultimate realities. One that is Brahma, second, the soul, whom we called Brahma. The Sanskrit term used for Brahma is Ishvara, the soul that is Sit, and nature of matter. Third one is nature of matter, whom we called Asit. So you have to note this: Brahma, Sit, and Asit. These are the three ultimate realities in this school. Okay, na? In this school of thought. The beliefs that Brahma, in his aspect as creator and the Lord of the whole universe, whom we call Ishvara. Ramanuja classified soul into three categories. So, okay, classification of soul. You have to note this. It is related to this philosophy. So, it is a qualification given by Ramanuja. Ramanuja classified that soul, the three categories of soul. First category is Nitya Muktas. What's the first category? Nitya Muktas. Nitya Muktas means souls which were never born. These are the souls which were never born. They are ever free from karma. Never born, or we will say that free from karma. Okay, free from karma. So you have to note this. This is the first category. The second category is mukta atmas. Mukta atmas is the second category of souls. These are those souls which were once bound but who obtained liberation. Who obtained liberation. These are those souls who obtained liberation. Mukta atmas. And third one is baddha atmas. Baddha atmas are those souls who are wandering, in samsara, in account of on an account of on account of ignorance. Okay, on account of ignorance. Okay, what ignorance? So due to ignorance, these are the Bada Atmas which wandering here and there in the samsara. These are the three categories which are classified by Ramanuja. Categories of soul. I think you got all these concepts. So now we move forward. Next concept is Dvaita, whom we call dualism. The concept of dualism was given by Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya in 13th century has given the concept of Dvaita. Dvaita means dualism, as we already discussed this term. Advaita, Dvaita. Advaita means non-dualism. Dvaita, that means dualism. Two. Okay. It considers Brahma and Atma are two different entities. Brahma and Atma sorry, are two different entities. These are not the same. These are two different entities. Brahma and Atma are two different entities. Now we have to move forward about the educational implications of Vedanta, as we already discussed that its aim is self-realization. Here in Vedanta philosophy, teacher is treated as guru. Guru, that means spiritual guide. Teacher got the ultimate respect here in Vedanta philosophy. They give importance to moral and spiritual education, and the methods of teaching here in Vedanta philosophy are the Sharan, Manan, and Nididhyasana. You have to memorize these terms, Sharan, Manan, and Nididhyasana. These are the three methods of education there in the Vedanta philosophy. Next, we have to move towards the Samkhya philosophy. Samkhya philosophy. That we will introduce this philosophy. We will discuss this philosophy together. I want to tell you that the founder of Samkhya philosophy is Kapila. The great sage Kapila was the founder of the Samkhya school or the Samkhya philosophy. If we talk about the word Samkhya, the word Samkhya is based upon the Sanskrit word Samkhya, same term, which means number. As I told you that if we mm, discuss about the approach, the Vedanta comes under idealistic approach, and the Samkhya is realistic in nature. Okay, so in India, two school of philosophy based on Upanishads. These two, the Samkhya and Vedanta, these are based on the Upanishads. Okay, na? The Samkhya philosophy combines the basic doctrine of Samkhya and Yoga. So the word Samkhya is based upon the Sanskrit word, as I already discussed this. That Sanskrit word is Samkhya, which means number. Okay, the meaning of Samkhya is number. So you have to note this. There is another meaning of the term Samkhya. Samkhya also means perfect knowledge. What's the meaning of Samkhya? Perfect, perfect knowledge. So it is also called a system of perfect knowledge. If we define Samkhya in another way, it is also system of called a system of perfect knowledge. So it is a dualistic realism. Samkhya philosophy is a dualistic realism because it advocates two ultimate reality. One that is Prakriti, and the second one Purush. Okay, Prakriti means matter, and Purush means spirit or self. So that is why it is called the dualistic realism. Samkhya is called the dualistic realism. It is also called pluralistic. This theory is also called pluralistic because it explains the Purush is not only but many. It is also called pluralistic because it believes that Purush is not one but many. That is why it's not singular. Purush is not a singular. They are more than singular. So that is why it is called the pluralistic philosophy. There is another important thing about the Samkhya philosophy that if we talk about Nyaya, Vaisheshika and Jainism, they believes that atoms are the if we talk about uh, you have to leave other one. If we talk about Jainism, Jainism believes that atoms are the Atoms are the ultimate constituent of physical world. But Samkhya is different on this issue. Samkhya believes that the cause is always subtler than the effect. So you note this, subtler than the effect. Here, Jainism believes that atom is the ultimate constituent of physical world. Jainism believes this thing. But Samkhya believes that the cause is always subtler than the effect. That's the belief of Samkhya philosophy. Samkhya philosophy believes that it is the material cause of the world and Prakriti is non-self. Prakriti is intangible. That's the concept of Samkhya philosophy. That's the belief of Samkhya philosophy about Prakriti. So, enumeration philosophy, that is the 25 tattvas of Samkhya philosophy. These are first, that is Prakriti. So, if we talk about Prakriti, it is constituted of three gunas. We are talking about Prakriti. Three gunas. What are those three gunas? A, it's Sattva. B, Raj. And C is the Tams. So, the term guna simply means quality, whom we call gun in Hindi. Gun. That means the quality of a person. So, if we talk about the three gunas, that means mm, quality or the nature. First, it's sattva. Sattva means purity, fineness, or subtlety. It is the sattva is associated with the ego-minded or associated with ego-minded intelligence. So, if we talk about Raj, it is considered with the actions of the object, activity or motion. So this is the Raj, and if we talk about the Tams, it is inaction or it is considered with inertia and inaction. It resists motion and activity, or we can say that it is associated with negligence, indifference, and inactivity. So this is the Tams. Guys, if you want the clarity, you have to note each and everything which I am discussing here. So with that one, you will get the whole data or the detailed knowledge about the theory which we are discussing here. Okay. Then after that, there is Mahat. Mahat means Buddhi. Buddhi is a Sanskrit term which means we use this one in Urdu or Hindi. Buddhi means intellectuality, the knowledge, mind, or we call intellect. It is the unique faculty of human being. It is helpful in judgment and discrimination because due to the buddhi we can understand, realize a thing. We can develop the concept about the things. We we can. It helps us to differentiate between the subject and the object. So we can say that it also helps us to understand the self and the non-self. So this is the Mahat, means Buddhi, knowledge. Is this clear? I think